Hey y'all, let's do a story time. So I want to tell y'all about the time I bought a car and the dealership forgot to take the down payment. Yeah, so this was about 12 years ago. I went to go buy a Honda Accord. It wasn't a brand new Honda, but it was about 3 years old. And I was already told over the phone when I did my application that I would have to put down a down payment of $3,500. So anybody knows me know that I hate carrying cash. Like, I never have cash. I'm always gonna have my debit card. So I asked the guy over the phone, I'm like, hey, can I pay the down payment with my debit card because I don't really like to get cash? And he was like, yeah, no problem, it's cool, just go ahead and come through. So I pulled up or whatever, looked at different cars, but I particularly wanted that car. So I test drove it, everything turned out fine. Fast forward, we get into the office to do the paperwork. Well, first he was saying, he was like, you know how much you're gonna put down, huh? And I was like, well, yeah, they told me $3,500. So he like, okay, cool. I'm gonna write it down on the paper, and I'm gonna bring it to my manager to let him know that you are willing to put down the $3,500. So I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, so I was done with the sales manager. Then he passed me on to the finance manager, and I went into the finance manager office. And like, I was a little bit knowledgeable about buying cars, but I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now. So they was basically in there trying to sell me all kind of stuff, like, oh, they have like an alarm system on there that's going to be included, and they also have like the gloss is going to be on the car that's going to be included. So I'm like, okay, it's still not registering to me that I'm gonna be responsible for paying all that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we're doing all the paperwork and all that. He had me to get the insurance changed over and make sure I have the insurance ready to go for whenever we sign the paperwork officially. So I did that. Fast forward, once I agreed to what I wanted and what I didn't want to pay for, he was like, okay, cool, we can go ahead and proceed. So he got everything financed. I got financed through the Honda dealership. So I'm like, okay, finance and everything is cool. Sign my paperwork and everything, leave, and like, it still didn't hit me. It didn't hit me then. Like, I was just so glad I got a car because my other car was giving me so many issues. So I was just so glad I got a reliable car and I can get back and forth to work. So it didn't really dawn on me that I didn't pay the $3,500, but they were so busy trying to upsell me on other stuff, like little minor stuff, like the gloss on the car, and I think he said some type of alarm system that was already in the car. Just, all the little up stuff that they try to sell you at the end that you should say no to. Like, nope, I don't want none of that. He was busy trying to do that they never took the money. And I didn't notice, because when I say I was at that dealership, like, probably for like 4 or 5 hours, which I don't know why I was there so long. I was overwhelmed and I was just hungry. I was ready to go home. So it didn't really dawn on me that they hadn't took the money out. So boom, fast forward, I got all of that done. I got out the dealership. I made it home. When I say it probably was like about 3 days later, I realized, I was like, oh, they never asked for my debit card to get the down payment out of there. So I was like, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna do? So I'm like, I'm gonna just wait and see if they're gonna ask for it. Just trying to figure out what I need to do. So probably like a week after that, I was at work and they called and I was like, okay, this is them calling for the down payment because they didn't take it. But they called and they was like, hey, we something with the financing didn't go through, so we're gonna have to like redo your finance papers. I don't know if they said they found a better interest rate or something like that. Something didn't go through, because when I got my car, it was over the weekend. It was on a Saturday. So I don't know if something didn't fully go through, but they told me that I had to do my paperwork all over again. Like, they had to redo the paperwork, and they was going to send one of the salesmen up to my job so that I can sign my new paperwork. But they said I didn't have to do anything else but just sign. So I'm like, okay, cool. So they about to come here and then they're gonna ask me like, hey, where's the down payment? They did not. They came and he gave me the new paperwork. I read over everything, made sure everything was accurate. I really do think it was a while ago. I'm saying 12 years, and it may have been like 14 years. But I read over everything. I think the issue was with the interest rate. They got a better interest rate with another finance company, I'm believing. That's what I think it was. And that was the only thing that changed. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm like, do y'all need anything else from me? And he like, oh no ma'am, you're good, congratulations, enjoy your car, we're out of your hair. So I'm like, let's go. So mind you, I was still childish at that time. Well, I'm still childish, but I was still like really like still kind of on my play shit. So I'm like asking my friends, like, what y'all think I should do? Y'all think I should just go up there and say, hey, y'all forgot to take the $3,500, or what y'all think, like, what I do, because I don't want me to be driving and then one day they pop up and like, hey, I need the $3,500 and I don't have it, and then they try to take my car. So I'm like, what to do? And my friends ain't no better. They all like, oh no, I'm not going back. Don't go back up there and get them that money. If they want it, they gonna call you. Just put it to the side. So I basically put the money to the side for like 6 months. I had it sitting in my savings. Like, okay, they gonna come ask for it. They gonna come ask for it. After 6 months, I got to spending out that money, and then eventually I was like, man, this day lost. They ain't come get it. Oh well. I'm steady spending. So it comes time for me to go get my first oil change. Tell me why I was so spooked to go to the dealership. I was like, I'm about to go to this dealership and these people about to come out and be like, where our money at? Like, you owe us some money. Like, I was so scared to go get my oil change. Then mind you, the first time I went and got an oil change, my salesman, he seen me like, waiting, how you wait in like the lobby while your car getting ready. He was passing through and he was like, hey, what's going on, Alicia? What you up here for? I know you ain't getting a new car already. So I instantly got spooked. I'm like, oh, he playing games. He already know I owe them money. He coming out here joking or whatever. But he was just like, no, I'm just checking on you, see how you doing, how your car holding up, how you enjoying it. And I'm like, oh, I'm loving my car. Whole time I'm scared, like, I owe y'all some money, but I hope you don't ask for it, because I just started spending on it. So he ain't asked for it. He was cool. I guess he still ain't realized he ain't asked for it or whatever. I end up getting my oil change. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, I was like straight up spooked. But I was moving a little bit too fast. Let me back up and tell y'all, like, when I realized that I forgot to tell y'all, I looked on my paperwork, because I was like, okay, well, maybe they didn't put it on my paperwork that I was supposed to put down $3,500. That's why they're not looking for it. But I looked on my paperwork. It shows that I put the down payment on there. I put the down payment of $35. It was listed on my paperwork. So I'm like, this stuff is so crazy. Now I'm overthinking, like, so what do they really do with the money you put down on the car? I'm just thinking, like, I'm having all kind of thoughts, like, do the salesmen take that money? Like, so do the finance manager take that money? Like, what happened? Because I know it didn't just slip through the cracks that I didn't pay $3,500. I'm knowing somebody was held accountable for it. They never came back and asked me for it. But I'm like, what if I would have paid it? Like, who that would have went to it? Since y'all missing it, y'all don't even notice the money gone now. I'm still looking for answers on that. But anyway, being that I'm grown and mature now, I don't advise anybody to do that. When I tell you, I lived in fear with my car. I couldn't even enjoy my car for like the first year, because I lived in fear of them coming back to ask for that $3,500, knowing I hadn't spent that $3,500. So I wouldn't dare ever do that again. But it just was funny, and I just was wondering, I was like, have anybody else had this happen, so where the dealership didn't take your down payment and then it just nothing happened? Like, I actually finished paying my car off and everything. When I paid my car off, I was spooked. When I paid the last payment, I was like, as soon as I make this last payment, they're gonna hit me with that, oh no, you owe $3,500. But no, that didn't happen. I made the last payment. They sent me the titles for my car, and that was it. And I never heard anything else about it. But I just wanted to share that story with y'all, because I always be telling people about that story. Like, when people be getting cars, it always come up to my mind, like when I bought my car and they didn't take the down payment. But don't do that. I wouldn't advise nobody to do that. I was crazy for doing that. But shoot, where the money was gonna go though? Because y'all still have it down that I paid it. So I'm thinking, like, who this money was really gonna go to? Like, what type of games the dealerships playing out here? Because how did I get away with not paying $3,500 and nobody never caught it? 12, 13, 14 years later. It makes you think, huh? I'm still thinking. But yeah, thank y'all for listening to my story time, baby. I got so many stories. I'm probably gonna be coming on here giving y'all so many different stories, because I lived so many different lives. Like, I really have so many stories. So y'all stay tuned for the story time segment, because it's gonna be more to come. And thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.